We are here in a gymnasium for kids. This gymnasium, as you see, has some rules of conduct, and every athlete has to abide by these rules, and there is no exception. The rules are posted everywhere for everyone to follow them. And as you follow the rules of this house, you follow the instructions of your coach, you'll be better qualified to become a good athlete. So as you see here, this place has a lot of equipment. Emphasis is placed on the safety of the athletes, of the young athletes. This is a place where natural talents are nurtured. This is a place where potentials are exhibited and discovered. It is a laboratory for future champions. The kids here learn more about themselves, learn to fall, learn to get up, learn to sustain difficulties, learn to be a great athlete and a good person. So it is a developmental center to help build up the psychological fitness of the children, and to help them choose among many other sports, because those who are involved in gymnastics can easily branch out to other sports, because gymnastics does help build up the character as well as the physical part of an athlete. It is a challenging sport. So as you see, this place is well equipped. It is everything that you see in an Olympic gymnasium. So while something is happening here, something else is happening over there and over there. And the athletes are very determined, they're very committed, they work hard, and it all comes from a strong resolution made by the parents and their kids. They discuss it first at home, and they said, well, it would be good for me to start here and start there. So they make a decision at home, they make a resolution to start competing in a gymnasium. It is not something that is done lightly, because it is dangerous if it is done negligently. So whenever the kid comes here, he has a coach and a trainer and so forth. So I would like to emphasize the resolution here. A resolution is a decision. It is a strong decision. It is a well thought decision. It is a decision that is made after a thorough analysis of a situation, thorough research, and emphasis is placed on the pros and cons of the outcome and the implementation first of the resolution. So no one just get up in the morning and make a resolution. You can make a resolution, but to implement it is another thing. And unfortunately, at the United Nations, resolutions are made. The United Nations has a body called the Security Council. The Security Council is involved in troubleshooting problems between countries, within countries, and mostly they draft resolutions. Whenever a country, for instance, undergoes a coup d'etat, the United Nations comes in through the Security Council, and a resolution is drafted to help the country get out of the problem. Unfortunately, the resolutions are not well thought. They are not the result of a thorough research. They are not the result of thorough analysis. people rush into making a quick fix decisions that in the long run becomes detrimental to the country and to the populations. Let's say, for instance, a country that has been abducted by a group of rebels. The populations are taken in hostage, so therefore there cannot be any democratic election in that country. But the United Nations, through the Security Council, tells the country, yes, these are the rules, these are the steps that you have to take to go to elections. Knowing very well that in a democratic election, a country, the population must be free to walk around and about. The voters as well as the candidates must be free. But the United Nations stays just like a bad coach would say. He said, go on this platform to do your thing. And that coach didn't make sure that this platform here was secured. He just said, go ahead. The director of this place did not make sure that this place here was secure for the athlete. And he says, go ahead. And the athlete goes, and there is a big hole. The athlete falls in it, breaks his neck or his bones, and becomes paralyzed. Who is at fault? Well, the director of this place as well as the coach. They are at fault. Because the athlete made the resolution to come here. They made the resolution to offer the service. They made the resolution to organize and to coach. But they did not put the safeguard to make sure that the result expected shall be attained. The United Nations knows that in a democratic setting, those who come to kill cannot be part of the solution. Unfortunately, in 99% of the cases, the United Nations does not ask the rebel to leave. They do not arrest them. They include them in the solution. And that's not right. Because a rebel is a terrorist. When a rebel comes, it kills, it destroys, it rapes, it does all kinds of despicable things. Just as the rebel do when they go to bomb, for instance, the Twin Towers. They kill people. When someone is raped, it is his entire family which is suffering. His mother, his father, and the future of the individual is destroyed. So take it to a larger scale. A rebel is a terrorist and should be treated as such and should not be part of a solution. They should be arrested. So in light of all I said, it would be only fitting that if the United Nations were to dictate the rules and principles guiding democracy, if they were to offer a solution of sortie de crise, they should not include the rebels. So therefore, I'm calling on the United Nations to follow this simple example. Even in this small place here, emphasis is put on security. This is a place for kids, but emphasis is put on security to make sure that the kids do not hurt themselves. A country is not a small gymnasium. It is a place where many people live. So the resolution must be strong enough to make sure that the kids and the people and the elderly and everybody does not suffer as a result of the application of a resolution. So the rebels should be arrested. They should be removed from the process, and effort must be made in order to provide a better framework for the sortie de crise. Armand Christian Sery-Ble, President of Smyrna, Africa, for the World Campaign for the Universalization of Democracy in the World. The rules and principles of democracy must be universalized. Thank you very much, and I see you pretty soon.